On average, 44 veterans commit suicide every day. Think about that. Most of them because they're not getting the proper health care. I have tried to kill myself. And all because of, not getting the proper care from the VA. Many of the people at the VA just don't give a shit. And a lot of those got fired because of President Trump. But think about that. 44 veterans, on average, kill themselves every single day. And you're more concerned about the low-life illegals that come into this country? That's so disrespectful. That's too many. One veteran killing themselves a day is too much, but it's up to 44 veterans on average kill themselves every single day. That is a horrible statistic. And it's mostly because the VA, one, they don't know they can get VA health care. If you do get VA health care and you go to mental health, they're constantly switching providers on you. I had a really excellent Angela, when I started going to the VA in Saginaw. Look at some of my healthcare videos that I did about the VA. She absolutely was fan-fucking-tastic. You couldn't get anybody better than her. And then she moved on up in, she got a different job at the VA, but she moved up. And then I got somebody who was like, didn't really seem to give a shit. The people in Flint, they didn't give a shit. When I would go to mental health in Flint, that's not what this is about. Anyway, it's ridiculous that 44 veterans kill themselves every single day, and most Americans aren't aware of it, or they just don't give a shit. And it's the Democrats. That is so sad that you people out there are more concerned about the fucking illegals than you are about the veterans. That's ridiculous. Veterans for Trump. Okay. The reason that I really have a strong disgust for a great deal of the population of the United States, basically meaning most Democrats, not all of them, I used to be a Democrat, 14% of the homeless population, citizens, of the population in America, 14% are veterans living out on the streets. It's gone up 7% since Biden took over the White House. That's disgusting. You people, meaning the Democrats, are all about letting all these stupid fucking illegals in here, giving them health care, giving them food stamps, giving them a place to live while veterans are out on the streets. So Veterans for Trump. If you're a veteran, why wouldn't you vote for Trump? He backs the veterans. He's the one who got Accountability Act passed and shit-canned 8,000 VA employees who needed to be fired. Harris Biden, they're no longer enforcing that. I know, I go to the VA, okay? When I got out of the military, I was not informed that I had VA rights or health care. I didn't find out until somebody was working there and she had talked to the head girl in the VA office in Flint, and I did heating and cooling and what have you for her. And she's the one, oh, you're a veteran. I'm like, yeah. She goes, you honorably discharged? I'm like, yeah. She goes, you do know you can get VA benefits. I had no idea. And that's the problem. But anyway, I know of one person who got shit-canned from the VA, and I was glad she was shit-canned. Horrible person. Everybody at the VA hated her. But you Democrats are all about, oh, let's get Harris in there. Let's continue another 4 years of the bullshit and disgust of Biden-Harris campaign, not giving a shit about veterans. I served my country. I deserve benefits. Other veterans that are living out on the streets. Now, if you get a dishonorable discharge, then no. You cannot get VA benefits if you got kicked out of the military. I totally understand that. But there's a lot of times, like my son, before he died, he got fucked up overseas and they medevaced him back to the States. That's not the point. But anyway, they were trying to kick him out of the military. The colonel, Sergeant, I forget what her name was. Anyway, they were trying to kick him out of the military so he wouldn't get his benefits when he was getting med boarded. Okay, that's just the way the system works about med board. So they were trying to kick him out so he wouldn't get VA benefits, which is ridiculous. And they're putting up homeless people, I mean these illegal aliens, they're putting them up in hotels, they're putting them up in housing. The bitch Witless in Michigan, Whitmore, she's renting, I think it was either four or 500 mobile homes to put illegals in while veterans are out on the street. If you're a true United States citizen and any one of your family has ever served in the military, you should be saying, you know what? Fuck you, Biden. Fuck you, Harris. Fuck you people in Congress and the Senate that are ignoring veterans. It's disgusting how veterans are being treated. There are a handful of people at the VA that are good. I go to the Saginaw VA. Best doctor I ever had. Well, she was a non-physician, but best doctor I ever had there. And she shipped off somewhere else. I don't know where in the hell she wound up. Best doctor I ever had. And she's no longer a doctor or a non-physician at the VA. She moved up in ranks or something. I don't know what the hell happened. But she's no longer there. But the point is if you're a veteran and you vote for Harris, you're voting against other veterans. You're saying, screw my brothers and sisters that served in the military. Screw the people that served and died serving our country to keep our country free. You have no respect for veterans. That should piss off every fucking American out there. Democrats included, independents. You should be horrified that veterans are living on the streets when they're putting up illegals. Anyway, veterans before illegals. What's wrong with that? Trump takes care of veterans. He's big on veterans. You're not speaking German because of me and my dad and my son. Well, not my son. Well, not me because I was in afterwards. But my dad served in World War II. He killed. He's seen people getting killed next to him, his buddies. He's seen people getting blown up by landmines. He's seen plenty of death. He's seen burned out bodies. He would take the butt of his M1 and poke what was left of the person in the chest, and it would just cave in because there was nothing left. Veterans saved this country. We serve our country. We deserve respect. And when I'm out in public, I have my veterans hat on. Trump. I always wear my veteran hat. And quite often, people will come up to me. And they thank me for my service. Some people on my channel know my son died from his injuries while serving. He gave the ultimate price. And it turns out when my son died because while being active duty and got fucked up overseas, they sent him to a Ramstein, which if you're anybody that's been in the military overseas, something happens, they send you to Ramstein to patch you up. And they didn't provide proper health care for my son for his injuries, and that's why he died. He was out of the military finally. I got him home, and he died at home. But the Department of Defense sent me a letter saying, yeah, your son died because he didn't receive proper care while serving active duty. So I'm just saying, if you vote for Harris, you're voting against what my dad served, what I served for, what my son served for, and everybody else that served in the military to protect this country. The military has gone complete. This isn't about the military going woke. But anyway, you see a veteran, thank them. That's why you are free to say, oh, well, illegals before veterans. Fuck the illegals. What the hell's the matter with you? They don't belong here. My parents my great-grandparents came over here legally. and became citizens. But anyway, that's not what this is about. It's about veterans. So if you vote for Harris and Biden, you're voting against veterans. You're saying, fuck you, veterans. I don't care about you. That's what you're saying when you vote for Harris and Biden. Because they don't give a shit about veterans. They didn't go, the 13 people that were killed on from the withdrawal of Afghan, Biden and Harris didn't go there. Trump went there. And guess what? They gave him a bunch of shit because somebody videotaped it. The person that videotaped it had authority to videotape it. They had okay to videotape it because you cannot videotape you can't videotape and use it for political reasons. He didn't. But anyway, the fake news made a big deal out of it. And even the fake news hates veterans. Why do you hate veterans? Respect veterans. That's why you're free. All these frickin' losers who protest Antifa and BLM and all them, there's going to be riots when Trump wins November 5th. It'll be announced a couple days later that he won. And you watch to see how many riots are going to take place. But that's not what this is about. It's about veterans. So if you vote for Harris or Biden, they don't care about veterans. And they don't look at their record, look at their history. They don't give a shit about veterans. And half the Democrats out there, you don't give a shit about veterans. Why not? Don't you enjoy being free? Don't you enjoy, the people that do all this protesting and that? You're being able to do that because of a veteran. I know I'm getting loud. But anyway, thank a veteran. You're free because of us. Thousands died. Veterans, active duty personnel have died serving their country to keep you fucking whiny asses free so you can go out there and protest and want illegals and protest against Israel defending themselves against terrorists. 1,200 of them were killed. You don't care about that. So you know what, all you college students and all you whiny asses? Suck it up. Vote for Trump because he is for veterans. He's proved that time and time again. Whereas the Democrats, they don't care about veterans. And that's the bottom line. Support veterans. If you want to subscribe, hit the little B in the bottom right-hand corner. Tell a friend. Pass this one on. Tell other people to watch this video. Back the veterans. Back Trump. He stands for veterans. The other frickin' Democrats, they don't give a shit about veterans. When Trump was in office, he was all about the veterans and American citizens. He loves the country. He had military flags in the Oval Office. And as soon as idiot Biden took over, he got rid of all the military flags. That was so very disrespectful. And I had one clown leftist on here when I did some other videos about veteran health care. He goes, oh, well, he has the right to decorate his office. I didn't say he didn't. But that was him basically telling veterans, here you go. That's what I think of you people that serve this country. I don't have enough respect for the military to keep those military flags in the Oval Office. That was so disrespectful. I don't care whether you say, and when the people burn the American flags, the Supreme Court says that's a freedom of speech. Bullshit. I never agreed with that. Before I even went into the military, I didn't agree with that. And Trump wants to make it 1 year mandatory prison sentence for 1 year for you burning the flag. Too many American citizens have died to protect that flag. It doesn't matter whether you served in Vietnam, Korea, Iraq, peacetime. It doesn't matter how veterans served. And burning that American flag is disrespectful. Every year, I go out for a Veterans Day. You get a lot of free stuff once a year, on Veterans Day, which is coming up in November. A true veteran, what I feel is a true veteran. When you hear taps, being played, you tear up because you're a veteran. You understand what that flag and what TAPS means. You understand that. You help protect that flag. And true veterans tear up when TAPS is being played. So respect the American flag. Respect veterans. And Biden and Harris, Kamala, does not. She has zero respect for veterans. So I don't, why people vote for her, I don't understand. They're disgusting. They tell you you're garbage. In a way, that's not what this. Yeah.